Right. Carl Porter, art director on Butterfly Kisses.
Robin Nicolai, assistant director.
We both did a lot more than credits say.
Yeah, I'd say we wore many hats.
Everybody did.
Obviously, a small budget, small crew. And we had to do lots of things. And there's my house.
Yeah, so this was your apartment.
Yeah, I forgot about all this since here we are 10 years later, all the drawings and stuff on the wall. I forgot that we did that.
Yeah, in various media, crayon, marker, paint, and God knows what else. It was me, Nick McMahon, and Rachel that did all this on the walls for hours. And I can't imagine how long it took you to paint over it.
I don't remember, to be honest. I probably kept it up for a while. Hey Seth, how you doing? This is Seth Calick.
I met him at the casting event down at the restaurant downtown. For the first time, I had no idea he was going to be in this.
And he was Eric's best man at Eric's wedding. Of course, I wasn't there, but that's what I know. I don't remember which house we. Where is this? Whose house is this?
I don't know. I wasn't here for this for the finding of the box, which was weird because I know they shot a bunch of stuff, and then me and like I kind of explained what the box should look like, and Nick McMahon's the one that put it together, aged it, and all that. So I think that's his handwriting on "Don't Watch" there, Nick. Nick's handwriting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whose house this was.
And I never met this lady, so I wasn't around for this particular shot.
Yeah, I guess disclaimer here. It's been so long, I don't remember a good amount of what we did. So it'll kind of come back to me as we're watching this. And I don't remember meeting her either, but I know I must have been there to record some of these scenes with her.
Yeah, there's some stuff with her later on that I'm sure we both were there for, but I mean, this whole movie we did what over the course of about a year and a half, right?
That sounds about right.
Something like that.
Yeah. You think we started in 2014 and finished in 2015 sometime?
Somewhere around there, yeah, I think.
Well, it must have been because I moved out of Parkville in 2015, which is the house that we're seeing right here.
Yeah.
I moved out of this house in 2015.
Yeah, because I was there. I was there for this shot.
And whose house is this? Was that Eric's house?
I don't. No, it was the house in Parkville we were shooting at. I don't know whose house it was. Friend of his or something.
Okay. So I didn't think it was Eric's house, but it's been so long since I was there, I don't remember. Yeah.
Or no, it was in Towson,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Somewhere on a side street from the university, I think.
And the tapes, you still have the box of tapes.
Yes, all the tapes are still in there. I don't think there's any of the actual found footage on them. They're just a bunch of tapes collected from anybody that had them to fill a box. And then I think I don't know if Reed or somebody else just wrote labels on a bunch of them.
I would have thought that would have been you.
I
But maybe not.
I may have done a couple.
No, I think you're right. I think maybe Reed, to get in character, had written.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably
Yeah.
probably right.
Liquid City, walking around filming all these people. Yeah. A lot of these places have been destroyed now since flooding has happened since this movie was shot.
Several times, I think, over the years since then.
Yes. Standing next to the freight trains was fun. We had to wait for we tried to find out the timetables of when the trains would come, and we couldn't find it. It was like not publicly available.
Yeah.
So we had to just kind of learn when they were coming.
Which I don't know if I should say, but I was told before coming onto the film that all that was figured out.
What, the timetables for the trains?
And that we had permits to shoot in places like that and all that kind of thing.
I don't remember that.
And,
I definitely did not have permission to do that, and I don't know who told you that, but I never heard that.
It's been more than 10 years. I think it's okay.
Yeah. What a cool location, though.
Yes.
It is very ominous. Very historical, cool location. And that bridge has been destroyed over the years too, once or twice, and moved to a different location. I mean, the bridge that's there now that we see in the movie's been there for a long time.
The particular location around it was also used as a location, not the actual location, but the name of it for a TV show called Supernatural.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like the one character, he's supposed to be like a vessel for Lucifer, and their meeting up is supposed to take place at Hell House.
Ilchester the Molester.
Right there at the Ilchester Tunnel. They didn't actually shoot it there. They shot in Canada somewhere. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember going around and talking to these people, especially this guy. They were just random people. I think this guy was not a random person. I think he was somebody that we actually had on purpose. But
I didn't know that, but I know we spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah. And telling them to say this stuff.
This is one of the key pieces of art that I did. It's supposed to look like old Time Life books. Like Mysteries of the Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing.
It was awesome being there when it snowed too.
Oh, yeah.
Cold as hell, but pretty.
I didn't think that was going to make it in. That was just concept art. This too.
Yeah, it looks awesome. You did a good job on all this stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to do different styles to make it look like different people did it. Some of it obviously inspired by Stephen Gemmell, who did the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
Books.
Yeah, I noticed too when you show all the different concept art in here that you had done them to look different. I mean,
Yeah, that was one of Nick's.
Right on. I feel like these kids were actors that we had purposefully brought into. They weren't just random off the street people. Because I remember spending time with them for a while as well.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. I thought we were just doing it all random.
I don't think so. I think we had a couple. I think we had a couple people that were like planned on the street people.
That would make sense. Get you.
And of course, this interviews with Matt Lake in this awesome house that was owned by Brian Goodman. You'll see more of that later on, but a cool location for somebody like Matt to be interviewed.
Yeah, Matt was so cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with Matt.
Yeah. He was on set a lot, even if he didn't have to be.
Yeah.
He had a lot of fun with it.
And he was there for our final shooting wrap party after we finished. We went out and had drinks at some bar, and he was there.
Was that a Red Brick?
No, it was somewhere else.
Oh.
And this guy, were you there when we filmed this guy?
No, I wasn't there when this was done.
Well, this guy's a real eye doctor.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
And,
But I never met him.
That was cool. I think we went to his house and interviewed him in his library, like his little office area.
I mean, it's a great looking area.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two of us, we probably have 250,000 photos.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this antique store got trashed in one of those floods.
Yeah, I remember I was going around also with a film camera with slide film in it, taking some pictures down here. And I have no idea what happened to the film.
I'm sure I have film somewhere still of all this.
Maybe somebody will find it.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. was really interesting listening to this guy explain all these things that would happen to your eyes if you didn't blink for an hour. I mean, you only hear a small snippet of it in the movie, but we had a lot more footage of him talking about it.
Well, I'm sure, but I think that's all you need.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't imagine like trying to keep my eyes open that long and having them not be affected.
no, it just reminds me of like A Clockwork Orange, where they have the eyes forced open and
Mm,
you know keep them open for an hour.
yeah,
What would happen without any lubrication from your tears or anything?
right.
I don't know who that is. I don't think I was there for that.
That was a
What was that?
that was something we did at University of Maryland, I think.
Is that a picture I took?
Yeah. We
Oh,
went-
that was that was one of my teachers. I just remember that. And that was his office, I think.
Oh yeah. We did a whole thing down there.
Forgot
but,
all
like
about
that's
that.
I think that's all of it that appears in here.
I just remembered that. Yeah, that blurred out face. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a ton of pictures from there for some reason,
Mm-hmm.
more than are necessary.
It's all right. Maybe people listening to this will see more behind the scene pictures someday.
Maybe.
I don't know who this is either. I don't remember that.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he does appear later in the film as one of the police officers
Oh, okay.
at the motel.
Yeah, we got some cool footage. We were there on some nice days when it was snowing. And all that time we were there, we never got anybody approach us or say anything. No police showed up, no nothing. That area is very remote, and I mean not very remote, but people don't go there, and nobody bothered us.
He was pretty nice. Although I do remember one occasion we were waiting. I think it was snowing, and on the far side of the tracks, up the hill or mountain, was a guy like hiking up the mountain, and we had to wait for him to ascend all the
Uh-huh.
way up
Yeah, I think I
to
remember that.
continue shooting.
I also remember that you were in the tunnel when a train was coming at one point.
Yes, I was.
Forgot
I was
about
supposed
that.
to get a B-roll shot of the other side of the tunnel, and
That was
heard
kinda
everybody
scary.
screaming, "Train coming!" I saw it coming over the bridge, and no sooner did I step off the tracks, did it come roaring through there.
There's not much room in there.
I did hug that wall.
There are little cutouts in the tunnel that you can kind of hide in there. They're for that
It
reason.
was very dark, and I did not have a flashlight.
Yeah,
Very
so
dangerous. Don't ever do that.
don't never
Ever.
No. And that shot right there was taken from the steps for what they call Hell House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this here is in a warehouse of where I used to work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that with Jaeger there.
Mhm.
I wanted to shoot in the studio, but there was some issue, so we ended up shooting that interview in the warehouse.
Oh, nice. It's a good location. Yeah, there's the steps again up to Hell House.
Yeah.
Some old ruins of a college up there. Oh, but monastery or seminary, something like that.
Yeah. I know they completely bulldozed it at one
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Of course, there's the paper mill that's directly across from the bridge that is all destroyed now. And there's a nice picture hanging over Reed's computer that I took.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'll point it out later.
Yeah, that was such a cool thing that you had that from that location. It was already there
Yeah, I took that
before
long.
any of this was ever thought.
Yep. Yes, he is. I think Seth did a great job in this movie. He's a good actor. He's believable in this role.
Yeah.
I think he had a lot of fun doing it. And, I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I remember a lot of laughing we did when the cameras were not rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's written a couple books he has out.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he was writing books when we did this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Some people think he does. Yeah, he does. This guy was funny.
Oh, yeah, he was. I have a like a panoramic picture I did out there at the tunnel, and like his head's like just right in the corner.
I don't remember where we found him or he came about, but he was entertaining. He's not a staring contest winner. It's just an actor, obviously.
Yeah, I would think maybe through somebody else that worked on the film knew him,
Yeah, I don't remember.
or from Towson or something like that.
It was it was cool being out there at night. Definitely, it's quiet and very dark.
Yeah, very.
And the trains don't run at night, I don't believe. Maybe they do, but I don't think we encountered any at night.
Yeah, we were there many nights, and I don't recall a train at night ever. Just during the day, on occasion,
Because they're pretty loud. I think maybe they're not allowed to come through there at night. I'm not sure.
or maybe because it's too dark, or through the I don't know.
Not sure.
But I still wouldn't go through there. I think.
People do it all the time, but it's not a good idea.
No.
Reed was entertaining as well.
Yeah, the bickering between him and Rachel was really funny sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Butterfly kiss my camera.
I just watched this, and it seems like that it took longer to get to this point in the movie when I watched it before, but it's happening already.
I wonder if he just heard about the casting call that happened and showed up, or
Yeah, you mean where did Reed come from?
yeah,
Yeah,
like I know he was there because I remember seeing him there at the auditions.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel showed up for that too, but we already knew Rachel.
Oh yeah, the auditions were pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Were you there for the commercial we did with Rachel?
No. No, I didn't know Rachel before we did this movie.
Okay, yeah, we did a. It's supposed to be like a video ad for an app that was coming out, and I don't know how she had heard about it, but she came in to do that.
She did a good job. I mean, they both
Yeah.
they both did a great job. I liked working with them.
She recently got married.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There's the picture of the paper mill across
Yeah.
from the tunnel, right above his computer. That big long panoramic picture. That is not the paper mill.
Do you see these pixels, Feldman?
I remember going over this process. And
Enhance.
on the ancient iMac.
Zoom in, enhance.
It's going to look terrible, but yet it looks really good. Look at all that clarity.
I mean, it does have some of that background noise that's blown up and chunky.
Mm-hmm.
I had an idea to do it, but
I don't remember filming that for the composite. I mean, we didn't actually have somebody down at the end of the tunnel to
No.
do that because we figured out that the scale would be totally off, like as I mentioned later in the movie. So because it wouldn't have looked good at all. So we filmed this somewhere else, or was that completely CGI'd?
This, I mean, the background I think is composited from day footage.
Yeah,
And then Peeping Tom Rising Up was shot on the green screen in Corey's house.
that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, I remember that now.
We did the
Oh yeah, I got a lot of pictures of that.
yeah Seth did the
Yes,
makeup for
yes.
that and costume and all that was done in
That's right.
one day. But I did see some of your behind the scenes photos and looked like Sam was in some makeup doing some test stuff down
That
there,
sounds familiar.
which I hadn't seen before. I was recently going through it.
Yeah, see, I don't know Andy Wardlaw. I don't. Where did he come from? He's.
I
I
believe
mean, Eric knew him obviously, but I.
yeah, Eric reached out to him because I think he worked on like a Bigfoot show.
Yes, that's what it says on his.
Oh yeah,
His title. Yeah.
right. So they wanted that in here to like lend credibility to trying to debunk
Exactly.
and all that.
And I love the room that they shot this in. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. This was a great day. Carl wasn't there for this, but
No.
this ghost hunter group is real. These are not actors. This is a real local ghost hunter group, and we. I don't remember how we coordinated with them to get in on this, but we coordinated with them to go to one of their regular meetings, and this is all what you are about to see in all this scene was all real reactions. They did not know that this was a fake thing. They thought we were making a documentary with real footage that we actually found, and these ladies we basically tricked them. I mean, or withheld information, so they thought that they were looking at something that was real, and so their reactions with Seth, Gavin in the movie, this is all real reactions, real questions. And Seth had to actually go off script and answer some of their questions and got kind of flustered. And in reality, it was really, really fun to watch.
I kind of wish I really would have been there.
Yeah,
to
I
mess
wish you
with
were
them.
there. it was interesting. They were not happy when we were finished.
No.
No,
I could imagine. I wonder what they would think about it now.
I don't know. I mean, we wasted their time. I'm sure they realized that. So, you know.
But hey, they were in a movie that apparently people
Yeah,
like.
yeah. It was really fun to watch Seth act this out and try to convince these people, and they were very intently watching and listening to him. And
Seems like it would have been really fun to be there.
it was
Awkward and tense,
It was
but-
very awkward.
Would have been a good memory.
As I would expect from paranormal investigators, they say, "Oh, we need more information to decide if this is real or not. We can't really tell."
Right. I got into a little bit of that too, but I had to not participate in much of it because I found a lot of people that were just not very serious.
Oh yeah. There's Red Brick Station. We spent many, many, many evenings there before this movie, during this movie,
And a little bit after, I think.
perhaps. Very good place to eat and drink if you are into that.
Yeah, they brew their own there.
Yeah, in that area, it's a good place to go. Incredibly busy. Not right now during this scene, but it's a good place.
I think we went there to shoot when like before the place was actually open.
Yeah, you
Earlier
could
in the
be,
morning.
You could be right. I think we got permission maybe to go. I don't. That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
because Eric was there all the time. So the owner was like, "You want to shoot a movie here? Absolutely, yes."
Yeah, we did go there at least once a week for a long time.
Yeah. There's a whole separate thing she did for this movie with Eric, where it looks like they're on a '90s talk show,
Oh,
like
interesting.
Sally Jesse Raphael or something, talking about Gavin's death.
They must have done that when I wasn't around because I don't recall filming with her, so I don't know.
I think they probably did it after the movie.
Oh, you could be right. What is he doing there?
I
watched
know
that and
I know
was
they
like,
had like blueberry
what the
ales
hell?
and stuff like that, and the blueberries
Oh,
will float in it, so he might
that's
be.
exactly what it is. You're right.
Yeah,
That's exactly what that is. I saw that and I was like, why is that in the scene? What's he doing?
yeah. So in case anybody has a question of what he's eating out of there,
Yeah, there was a blueberry
probably a
in his
blueberry.
beer. Yes, that's what it was.
So smug.
Here we are at Studio Unknown.
Oh, spent a lot of time there too.
That was a cool place to go too. These guys are really, really cool.
Yeah, they were. The head guy there, Jamie.
The guy on the right.
Yeah, the guy on the right with the hair.
Yeah.
I ended up buying one of his albums. He
Oh,
did
I
a band with his wife or girlfriend at the time or something like that.
Right on. I didn't know that.
Sweet Lita, I think was the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they were cool, so I bought one from him.
Now we start to see Gavin get very defensive about being questioned.
Yeah, and trying to avoid money issues.
And here we are, you know, it's ironic because here we are taking up these guys' time, you know,
Yeah.
for
Shooting a movie while they could be working.
Exactly. I do believe that they got paid something for this, but I don't remember what or how much.
Yeah. Well, I know like I know they did actually mix all the sound and stuff for the movie.
Yes.
And Matt there on the far left, he and someone else did additional sound effects in the score.
Oh, I didn't know that he did the score. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's very subtle, which is what the movie needs. Or, you know.
Yeah, I think these guys do a lot of really, really big, big production work. I mean, they do a lot of legit work. Their studio is very impressive.
Yeah, no, they'd worked on something with Carrie Ellis, and they'd done a TV game show that was kind of like a reality game show, Lord of the Rings type thing. The Quest, I think it was called.
Oh, okay.
I think it was on like NBC or something.
Here we are at UMBC. It's the college, and I forgot that I had organized all this day of shooting with being able to use these offices and some of my professors and people that we had talked to. She's not one of them. She was an actor. But
Yeah, I was wondering where this was done because I wasn't here for this.
yeah, this was done in the Fine Arts Building at UMBC
Oh, okay. Is that in Catonsville?
in Catonsville. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really interesting to watch this movie now after we had done it because I you know, all this footage I never saw it degraded and everything like it's presented in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's interesting to watch what ended up being done to it for the final composition of the film.
Yeah, and then the peeping Tom added in here and there,
Yeah.
all from that same green screen session. I do sometimes wonder if we really should have just had somebody down there in the costume.
Well, it's well, one of the ghost people pointed it out in the last scene. I mean,
Well, I
it's
know, but you could
exactly
do
right.
forced perspective. You could have them standing closer than they're, and have to be.
Yeah, I mean that's
I don't
true. I suppose. Yeah. Well, yeah.
or at least for a reference.
I feel like we tried it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we tried it. So we
I
can
won't lie.
just-
I wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I thought it would be fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certain we must have tried it, and if you wanted to do forced perspective and you had to be in the tunnel, then obviously that would have been more dangerous. You wouldn't have known when trains were coming and blah blah blah. But
Yeah, I know there was also early on a very brief discussion about doing some stuff with Peeping Tom, like as a stop motion puppet.
yes, we did talk about that. But here we are again at Brian's house. This is a really cool house. Brian doesn't live there anymore, but historic. It doesn't look like it from the outside, but it's a really historic building, a couple 100 years old.
It was really nice, and there was a lot bigger on the inside than it looked.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird layout, but nice.
And here we are in color.
I remember I showed up there first, and I felt so awkward being there because I didn't know Brian.
Oh, yeah. Brian's really cool.
I had never met him before then, but yeah, he is cool.
For anybody who's watching this who's curious, I'm sure you can find out who Brian is because he's very publicly involved with nature things and Harford County history. And he's good friends with Matt Lake, who we're looking at right now. And the Weird Maryland books are very real.
Yeah, and he and Matt and Eric also worked on a book of additional Peeping Tom stories that were published as a book. And I think Brian Goodman also did a song for the movie.
For this movie?
Yeah, I think it's called Lashes Caress for his band.
Howling.
Howling something of Hallows.
I've seen his band live before. They're cool. They're good.
But yeah, there's like a scene later where Sophia's going to Feldman's, and you can hear like music.
Oh, in the car.
Coming from his.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, when she walks up to the front door.
Brian Goodman's band.
Yeah, okay. I love the way that this looks too when you look at it, when you look at black and white footage on like being recorded off of the TV.
Yeah.
It just has a really cool look.
Yeah, it does. I think here is where you hear the music.
No, it's later on.
Oh, is it?
It's my front door.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're right. It is what music is.
Oh, okay. You know, a lot of stuff in here was just not proper set decoration, right?
I got that cabinet television for my photography studio that I had in Baltimore City, and I had to bring it here to use for the movie. That was not easy to transport around.
I would imagine not.
Yeah, Matt was very easy to work with because he's a real, everything that his role in the movie is real,
Yeah.
He's playing himself. So it was very easy for him to do all this and talk about Weird Maryland and myths and legends and interesting books that he's written.
Yeah, and I had one of those books, and then meeting him for the first time, it's like, oh, you wrote that? Holy crap! All right, awesome.
Yeah. Weird Maryland, Weird Pennsylvania, Weird England, and I don't know what else there is, but he's got more books than those.
Yeah, I believe he also wrote a book on Windows 95 back in the day. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very smart guy. It's super nice. Bought me lunch a couple times, randomly.
And he has lots of good stories. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
To hang out with. I don't know anything about it. Well, how do you not know anything about it?
And I don't know if this is intentional on his part here, but or the way that Seth is really pushing him, but it did get really kind of awkward. And at one point I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I don't know how much prep there was for that, but I'm sure that Eric must have told Matt that Seth's going to push your buttons on purpose here and react accordingly.
Yeah, because our behind the scenes pictures we have of the two of them hugging it up after.
Yeah, I'm sure that it was just good acting. I mean, Matt's not an actor, but he does a good job.
Yeah, he does
playing himself.
I've seen him in some other stuff on YouTube where he played some evil corporate boss or something.
Okay. First time I watched this, I was like, what the hell? I remember putting it there, but it's downgraded so bad I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there, I couldn't really see it. Now I can see it.
Yeah, I do like that they decided to keep it more subtle.
Yeah, and I remember talking about this when this kind of concept came up about how are we going to, you know, keep it domestic, get closer and closer, and where are we going to put him? We got to figure out these shots of where we could do, and the camera's going to be on, and they're going to be doing this, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out all those different shots that we could possibly do and how to do them.
Yeah, and then I like it's also done in the exact way that later on people will point out is exactly what you do when you're faking it.
Yeah, yeah. And I miss my house. All my interesting stuff is all in storage now. To come back out someday. I don't have that. I don't have that TV anymore though.
It's nice to have an old CRT, but man, one that big and heavy. I don't know.
Yeah. I love that. I think Seth made that up. Seth did a lot of improv. He's good at that. A lot of the stuff.
Yeah, he was.
He did a good job improving.
Yeah, Matt does look kind of upset.
Yeah. Unweird. This was a fun day of filming. I'd never been to Brian's house before, and it was fun.
Did we do this first, or did we do with Feldman and Sophia first?
I thought we did it all on the same day. Maybe we didn't.
Yeah, maybe we did.
It's also funny. There's a lot of times, not a lot of times, but there's sometimes in here where Seth says the wrong, like he just misspeaks.
Yeah.
He said, "You were not involved in their disappearance, were they?"
Like, yeah.
I was like, "Why didn't we reshoot that?"
Which I think adds to like his character being so
Yeah.
flustered and
Yeah,
worked up
yeah.
and agitated. You can't kick us out of a house you don't live in. I think that was one of the first days I was on set is at Brian's house because it was not far from my dad's.
It's just
Like 20 minutes.
10 minutes away from my parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was going on there?
Oh, somebody online asked me about that. They were like, "Is that some weird effect of like butterfly kisses in front of the camera? Is that like Peeping Tom?"
Yeah, what was that?
But it's just like the ND filter because we were going from outside to inside, so they were changing the filter in front of the lens.
Okay.
So it's just like a thing that moves in front of it.
I don't remember whose kid this is.
I think this was Corey's.
Oh, you're right.
Son.
Corey's son. Yes, yes, yes.
Who was the producer and sound?
You'll see him later on in the movie.
Yeah, he did like walked around with the boom mic, did a lot of sound stuff. He did a lot of other stuff behind the scenes.
I believe Corey's one of the producers.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the sound's terrible here. Can't hear what she's saying.
Well, we do also have the volume on.
No, even if there's a couple times where she's talking in the movie that you can't really hear.
Oh yeah, because she's not mic'd up. I don't think
exactly
for any of it.
It's supposed to be
So he's like,
it's supposed to be a
"Why
real
are you
situation.
on my computer?" And she's like, "Oh, now it's your computer."
Yeah.
And she's getting a little mad about all this movie business.
And now we have this awkward situation here.
Yeah, one of the two of us was here, or both, because I know there's like behind the scenes pictures of those two and Eric standing together.
I really don't think I was ever
That
on.
one of the two of us took.
I don't think I was on. Being assistant director, I was on set almost all the time.
Right.
But I don't remember meeting her, so I don't think that maybe maybe I wasn't here for these scenes with her because I don't recall ever meeting her.
I don't recall a time I was on set and you weren't. So.
Okay. It all blends together, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was 10 years ago. We did work on it for a year and a half.
And now here we are at Red Brick Station again.
Yeah.
I can imagine if we went outside of business hours, that we must have shot with Seth and Rachel on the same day. It's at the same time.
Now, I think this was a.
No, you know what? This was in like the winter.
Yeah, this
and
is
Seth
a
was
different
not.
time.
Yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah, I could see that.
I remember this one was
background is different.
particularly early before they opened.
That was kind of a unofficial headquarters for us to go to all the time.
Yeah.
Lots of food. Lots of food. I always had the blackened chicken pasta, black and blue pasta or something. They have good food there.
Wow, I remember that.
They have good food there.
I don't remember what I ate there.
And their
Probably just a
wings-
burger.
Their wings are good too. Yeah, the sound effects thing was pretty cool. All this, we started getting into the sound details with Studio Unknown.
Yeah, I tried to come up with a sound effect myself from hearing about an electronic musician named Aphex Twin.
Mm-hmm.
He had done something that he hit on one of his tracks where it was like some weird picture of himself. Like it had some weird, bizarre sound in the music, but then when people ran it through an analyzer, they were able to see it.
Yeah, and are you sure that this?
So I thought like we could reverse that process and do it here, and that's essentially what they're doing it, but they're doing it on a better than I imagined or could, because they added some other things to it, like the sound and kind of the Morse code that they're talking about.
But I feel like the image, the analyzed sound turning into an image, was that not your idea? Like I seem to remember you introducing that idea.
I did, but I don't know if that got relayed to everyone, and that's why this
Okay.
is here, or if other people came up with it independently on their own, or maybe one of them
Yeah.
could have been.
Of course, we don't see the image until later, but yeah.
Yeah. And I think I was only there one time for the Studio Unknown stuff.
I feel like I was only there one time, but maybe twice.
They did a couple of different days there, and I was only there, I think, once for this anyway.
It's got some wild air.
And weren't we walking around Ellicott City one night doing some extra stuff, and we ran into him just on the street? Matt,
I don't recall that. Probably. I mean, they live there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He would be hard to miss.
There were a lot of big beards in this movie, but you didn't have yours.
I didn't have mine yet, no. I don't remember where this was. I think, was this at UMBC as well?
I don't know. I wasn't here for this. I remember talking about what they were going to do with it.
I mean, of course, this is composites. Right? I mean, we shot all this Peeping Tom stuff on the green screen, like you said, and so this was just shots of Reed with an empty field behind him. But
yeah, I mean, Reed's there on the field, but the Peeping Tom's just. I hear he is explaining exactly what you do when you're faking it, which I thought was an interesting way to go about doing this. Like, we went through all the effort of this, and then now we're being like, telling you how it's a terrible thing.
yeah. Yeah, good point.
Which I thought at one point, like, how's this gonna work out? But I think in the end it really did.
Yeah. It's hard to put myself in the mindset of trying to decide whether or not I could even think that this is real because we made it, so we know that it's not real.
Yeah.
But you watch this thinking, oh, not knowing anything about this, and if you were to watch this as if it was a real documentary and not have the credits at the end.
Right. But
How
because there
believable.
wasn't like an actual script, I was always, I mean, just the general outline of like, I kept wondering, like, how's this going to play out? How's this going to read? Like, but I think it all worked out in the end.
Yes. Yeah, the orbs. I missed it earlier when he was there and he opened the door and he said, "Oh, no orbs out here."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But he said that for real to those people.
Yeah,
What insult to them. That was great.
Maybe we should have some bumper
Oh no, that's
stickers.
here. Sorry, I forgot we were coming back to this.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should have some bumper stickers and say that or something.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
yeah. I forgot that they cut the ghost group into 2 different segments.
Was it all done on the same night?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was all done at once. Yeah.
I love that she asked him what medication.
I was going
on.
to just say that. I'd like to know what medications you're taking. Well, ma'am, I'd like to know what medications you're taking.
Yeah, like, I can't imagine not expecting that. Like,
They did not know that this was fake. I don't recommend it. Yeah. See, that lady looked like she was entertained, but she didn't know.
yeah, at least this guy's like,
This guy was funny because his question is legitimate.
yeah, he's like, maybe we could go down there and we could recreate the experiment, but not good enough for Gavin.
No. And see, I don't know if Eric followed up with these people after the fact and explained what happened or what. I don't know.
Yeah,
Man, that's very rude. I mean, this was all improv. Seth did such a good job.
yeah.
It was great. And she was actually mad about this.
I could feel it. The first time I saw this, I was like, oh man, maybe it's good I wasn't there.
No orbs out here. And they're not clapping because it was over. They were clapping because he was gone.
Yeah.
So, man.
I mean, Reed was really into his character.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he did. We left him alone a lot of times. I know Eric really wanted him to be into the method acting and really kind of get crazy and try to be as obsessive as possible. And I think he tried to really do that.
Yeah, I remember for one scene, he had stayed up like, I don't know, 24 hours or more.
Mm-hmm.
And he was too tired to drive, so I had to drive all the way from Pennsylvania down to Ellicott City, pick him up, and take him to your place.
Yeah.
And then drive him home, and then drive back to Pennsylvania. A lot of driving on this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see it, but there was a lot. I mean, we shot so many different places. Parkville, Ellicott City, Catonsville.
Yep.
Was it Pilesville?
For where?
Brian's house?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And with the Corey's house. I mean, that's not part of the, well, I guess it is, the green screen stuff. But, yeah, and then
Didn't he
here's
lived like just over the border in Virginia or something?
yeah, I think he lived pretty far.
Yeah, and then Ed out in
And you say you don't have
Western
this,
Maryland.
you don't know what happened to Feldman's book. You don't have that.
No, I think Eric had that in the envelope that I had made for it. I only did a couple of little drawings, like diagrams and sketches in the Feldman notebook. I don't know why we didn't just have Reed do it, because he did everything else in the book.
Yeah.
So
There's another shot of my house. I feel like this kind of fit. I mean, I guess my house did kind of fit Reed's character as a film student. I already had all those film reels on the wall.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was that was not done for the movie. That was just my decoration.
right.
And yeah,
I do like that mirror shot.
yeah, that's cool.
I think it was in the trailer also.
Hmm. No, so that's starting to look distressed.
Oh yeah, because he's being asked about stuff he doesn't want to be asked about.
And that guy was cool. He's the owner of that antique store, the wagon wheel.
I kind of felt sorry for him a little bit because he was like, "Yeah, yeah, you can use something," and then she just kept going on.
And I don't.
And he almost looks like he's backing up a little bit, like
And I don't believe we bought anything to compensate him for his time.
right, which I also felt really bad about.
I bought stuff from there in the past on my own. So
Hmm.
real bystanders walking by.
Yeah. I guess that's the beauty sometimes of low budget and limitations.
Mhm. See, I don't remember how many nights we spent out there either. I mean, I know it was more than one, but I don't remember how many. And they were all cold.
Yeah, well, I, I feel like this was done on the same night that we had Miles
Probably.
out there,
Yeah.
and I know there was probably another night, and then there were other nights that we did it with Seth.
Yep. Yeah, I like the room that you shot him in. That's a good backup choice, I guess. I think it looks cool.
Yeah. Well, there's one of my cameos.
Wait, where was your picture on there? I didn't see it.
On
Maybe
the
they'll show it
Portrait to
again.
Dead Friends.
Yeah, I didn't know you were on there.
I think I'm right under your sister.
I thought that the girl looked familiar.
Yeah, it's your sister right in the
I
center.
couldn't tell. It's been so long. I forgot we did that. I was like, the girl looks familiar. Who is that?
Yeah, and my
That's my
fiance
sister.
on there, my
Okay.
friend Matt, my dad.
Yeah. Scary face, Reed.
Hmm. You forgot the possibility that it's just a movie.
Yeah.
People might find it interesting that Sophia's room and Feldman's room were the same floor of the same house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your place. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't feel like we see her in her own place very much. So
Yeah, but like you would never know that it's two totally, like it looks like two totally different locations,
yeah.
but they're just like 2 feet apart.
Yeah, see, I wasn't present for a lot of this shooting with Seth for these interview segments. I don't know who did this. I guess Eric and Seth did it by themselves. I'm not sure.
Or Kenny.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't there for that particular interview with Seth. I was there when we shot this.
And this girl's a real psychologist.
Hmm.
And she was the ex of a guy that Eric and I worked with. So we went and met her at her house to do this interview.
I remember we talked to her for a long time.
Yeah,
We
we were there
probably
for a
there
while.
like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, we were there for a while. Seth's emotions, and see that that was not, we did not put that there. That was already there, that symbol, and we kind of, I guess we kind of appropriated it basically for the movie.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were looking for a symbol, and I was trying to come up with a bunch of different stuff, and then came across that and was like, that might work.
Yeah, it's
just
perfect.
some random graffiti.
Perfect, yeah. Yeah, it's we got a lot of credible, reputable people in this movie to kind of really sell the idea of this as being real. I mean, we have more people, at least one more person coming before the movie's over from the radio station, DC 101. But lots of real credible people. We didn't just have made up people trying to be passed off.
Yeah, it was interesting to have that mix.
And it was all because, I mean, Eric knew all those people. He had this
Mhm.
network, and he could. Oh, there's me for the
There's
first time.
you.
Oh, it was weird to watch this and see how different I look now.
Yeah.
You look the same, I think. Your beard's a little longer, maybe a little more gray now.
A lot more gray now.
Sometimes, usually. Oh yeah, we got that. Who did the makeup on Reed's face?
Sam, I think.
Oh yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Mikowski.
Sam. Yeah, Sam's an interesting character.
He did a lot. All the makeup in here, I think.
Yeah, he was fun. Sam was fun to hang out with.
Yeah. He's an actor too.
There's more pictures of the Ilchester area right above Sophia's head right now. Again, already there.
I forgot about that.
All those pictures are from that same area, even though it was just kind of perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
all this stuff was already there, and this long before I even knew Eric.
Right.
This stuff was already there. It's interesting.
Yeah, weird how stuff works out like that sometimes.
Yeah. And this sound that's going on in the background, I didn't know what the hell was going on when I heard it the first time. I thought it was. I had to pause the movie to see if it was the movie. I didn't know what it was.
I thought maybe it was the fridge or something they added, but then I think it's part of the extra stuff that Matt Davies did.
Yeah.
You win another award.
Reed's sitting in my kitchen. I was trying to remember how this was oriented the first time I saw that.
Oh, the website.
Mm-hmm.
I paid for that for a long time.
What happened to it?
I finally stopped updating it or paying for it.
Somebody else has it now?
I don't know. Probably not. I know there's another website now, but that particular one.
Before we let this loose, we should look and see.
Yeah, I mean, this was an idea that came up I don't know, 2 days before we shot this, and I had to hurry up and scramble and buy a domain, and
which is weird because there was already another movie called Butterfly Kisses at the time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that a domain existed.
Well,
it wasn't taken already.
This is butterflykissesmovie.com.
Yeah.
So, which doesn't exist anymore, but I had to really scramble. I just got some random WordPress template on there for the countdown because that's all we needed. And that's all we used it for.
Yep.
That shot.
Mm-hmm. I guess it could have easily been faked instead of doing all that work for real, but oh well.
Some people demanded it be real
Yes,
to use later, but nobody ever used it for anything.
the sacrifices that you made.
Yeah, we all did. It's just some of those little things he does. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
he's got a lot of it. I've heard that the consensus is that Gavin's character is annoying, but I think that was obviously intentional, and I think some of that is also Seth's personality. That's just kind of how he is, but it's embellished for the character. He's not really that.
Oh yeah,
annoying.
he's definitely got it amped up.
Yeah, he's not that annoying in person.
Right. But I mean, I think the whole point of the movie is his descent into total madness.
Yeah, of course.
So it's
Yes, he's already started.
like
to
I
go-
understand the criticism that he seems unsympathetic.
Yeah.
That some people have said, but like I think then they missed the point of it. Like Eric even says in the movie, it's a fascinating character study.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, from the first moment we see him in the film,
Yep.
he's already begun his downward spiral of
Yeah.
obsession and craziness.
Yeah, he's already
So-
like really.
And now here we are with another real person trying to validate all of this for the movie's sake. I mean, Mike Jones is a real radio host on a real radio station, DC 101.
Yeah.
And again, I don't remember how we worked our way into this, but I know that
Eric knew him.
Eric knew Mike already.
Yeah, Eric
Okay.
knew Mike already because Eric had done some stuff like reading traffic and weather at Sirius
Oh yeah,
XM
okay.
and stuff like
Yes,
that, and
okay.
probably some other station.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Because I know that I had also tried to contact 98 Rock about some things and
I remember that.
whatever. Yeah.
They ignored you.
Yes.
That's a shame.
What? Oh well.
They lost.
DC 101 is a huge station, so this worked
Yeah.
out well. And you said that I was there, but I don't remember being there for this. But I think that would be something that would be hard to forget. So
I am 100% sure I have a group photo of us all in the Mike studio.
I would like to see that because I don't recall ever meeting Mike Jones. So if I've forgotten actually being there, then I should probably have myself checked.
Well, it's been a long time, and we did a lot of stuff, and we were all over the place because sometimes we'd be like shooting stuff like this for a couple hours, and then we'd be zipping off a couple hours away somewhere else to shoot all night.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, this was low budget. We were juggling jobs
Yeah.
and relationships and everything else.
And I remember these callers were all staged, obviously.
Yeah, one of them was Sam Mikowski. I know that. I think one was Nick McMahon.
And I had to, I mean, I seem to remember trying to coordinate with all them, like, okay, call in now. Okay, call in now. Like, because this was all done in real. This was done, I
Maybe
believe
that's
this
why
was,
you don't remember Mike being there because you were so busy doing all that.
yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Was one of them Ali Lukowski?
I think so, probably, yeah.
I've never understood what the guy says there.
Me neither. Enter another real credible person.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised that we were able to get Ed Sanchez involved in this because Ed was not a producer or involved in the movie in any way at this time. I don't believe. I believe that Eric just got him involved as being part of the movie, but he wasn't on a producer level until later on after the movie was finished. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it went down. And going to Ed's house for this interview was really interesting. He's a cool guy. We didn't talk to him for all that long, but very interesting guy. Epic beard.
Yeah, he gave us a little tour. It was cool seeing he had some like memorabilia and props from some of his other films there,
Yeah.
which was cool to see.
Yeah.
So meta.
Yeah. See, and I don't know how much Eric prepped Mike on what to say, or if Mike, I mean, I would imagine a radio DJ is probably very good at improving and just making things up on the spot.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that he probably did a lot of that without Eric telling him what to do.
Right. And they knew each other, so I'm sure they had some conversations about it on the phone.
Yeah, probably. Man, it seems like so long ago we did this. Crazy.
I remember having to go pick the shoebox up from Nick for something, and he was working somewhere around Calvert Hall College. Drive out there to pick it up.
And now you still have it.
Yeah, and it's still relatively good condition. Just been sitting in a box. But this was pretty epic to hear Ed, like, you know, really hand it to this guy.
Yeah. Shot down once again.
Yeah.
What's he looking at on his hand?
Oh, I think that was another one of Brian's songs there.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Accelerate the downward spiral now.
Yeah. Now, I know I was here for this because I had to make those papers. Like,
Even though you don't see them.
right.
Yeah.
You wanted foreclosure documents and stuff. I had to print
Yeah.
out.
I guess, you know, you just don't know what you're going to actually see on camera.
I think I
so-
still have those somewhere too.
Oh, okay.
For,
It would be interesting to kind of find out what props are still around. I only have one that I can think of.
was that?
The straitjacket from the end.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Look at that. Look at that, like, spit on his chin. Looks very,
Yeah, but I remember like sitting
Real.
around the corner on the steps, listening to this, and it was so believable to me. I almost wanted to run in and give him a hug.
yeah, he sounds,
Like-
he did a good job.
Yeah, he really did.
Now we see the exterior of my house.
You know, a lot of this was really cut down too because I remember.
Yeah, we did more.
I don't know if I was there that day, but there was. I think from your end there was a bunch of behind the scenes photos of the cops inside the house looking through.
Yeah, that
Like
sounds
two actors
familiar.
just as like there you see that,
Yeah,
but there were a ton of pictures from the inside.
yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of staging that scene for only to only see it for half a second.
Yeah, and there were a couple other scenes with the girl that plays Feldman's girlfriend
Yeah,
that aren't here.
yeah. We took pictures of them and everything together. We did a lot of prep with them too.
Yeah.
And
You can see them here and there around your.
yeah, that's true.
room.
Yeah. Reconnoiter. That's an Eric word right there. Another night at the tunnel.
Yeah. This is getting toward the end of the shoot, and I think I was a little annoyed to have to drive all the way down there again.
At least it wasn't cold though. This night was in the summertime.
Yeah, that was nice at least. There's a lot of stuff that we shot here that's all not here.
You don't hear Kenny too much in the movie until about now.
Yeah.
There's nothing to comment on the black screen.
Well, Seth's talking.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's when you get closer to him. And that's actually from he was sitting in his car saying that.
Oh,
Because that was after the whole there was a fight. Like Gavin's character had brought other people to the tunnel to recreate the experiment.
yeah, a scene that was cut. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a whole big fight and everything.
Well, that's the first time we see Corey. Corey's off to the left holding the camera.
Yep. There's you with your arms crossed, looking
There's me.
annoyed. I'm on the other side of the truck, not making a sound. Like, it was cool to be there in retrospect, but sometimes for scenes like this where I didn't have anything to do, I was like, I really had to come out here for this?
You're part of the crew, man.
I know, but like,
We're teamwork.
yeah. It was just a long way to drive.
You're the art director,
Yeah.
creative
Yeah, I
personality.
was directing all this art out there in a parking lot.
Yes. We're there for moral support for Eric.
Mm.
Look at him there. When did this become my movie?
Right when.
Oh. That's nice. Again, we made all this commotion and everything, and nobody was around to say or do anything. Didn't matter. There's no cops or anything back there, and they used to have security back there, but after the paper mill burned down, they stopped having security back there.
Huh. You'd think that would increase the security.
Yeah. Well, they had it for a while still, which is around the time that I took those pictures that were hanging over Reed's computer.
Right.
But after they stopped with the security, then it was much easier to just snoop around.
Hmm. I want to know what's down there too. We never find out.
Oh. More of Feldman's journal that's missing.
Yeah, I wish I had it. I wanted to scan it. I think I did scan most of
I
it,
feel like you would have.
and then I gave it back to Eric. I think I do have that hammer though.
Do you?
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's my hammer. I think I have the hammer. It's in my tool bag.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
I use that prop from the movie.
At least yours is functional.
Yeah. Rachel does a pretty good job of sounding quite distressed in a lot of these scenes.
Yeah.
She sounds believable. I don't know where that camera came from.
I don't know either. I think, I don't know, Corey had a lot of older equipment and stuff like that. So it
Could have been
might have
his,
been
yeah.
something he had. Oh, poor Reed.
I know I was concerned. I remember telling Reed, like, hey, I know you're supposed to freak out in this scene, but don't break anything in my house, please.
Yeah. Well, and this is also the scene that he stayed up like almost 2 days for. And I had to go pick him up. And then he shot this scene over and over and over again for hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember asking him not to break that mirror.
Yeah.
Please don't break that mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, but I felt bad that like he stayed up all that time and then he shot this scene for like 2-3 hours, something like that. And then it's like a minute and a half in the movie. I mean, you don't need more of it than that, but I mean, he really took it that serious.
Yeah. I feel like the use of the color bars again so quickly was a little bit too much, but I do kind of think it's funny that Andy's like, I think it's like a reverse, and you look at that and you're like, how could you even come to that conclusion?
Right,
It's
but
just
I
a
do.
speck of white in the eye.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being asked to make that
Yeah.
shot. I remember we all sat around talking about it and what to do for it, because I think one of the other ideas was for the whole like eye cavity to be full of historical photos,
Yeah, that was one of the ideas. Yes, I remember that.
which I thought was a little weird. But this artist recreation here that you're seeing is exactly what's in the shot. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just a recreation; it's what was used for the shot.
Yeah, it's just a lot darker and
Yeah.
grittier looking, so you can't really see any detail.
Right, and then like I colored it real blue to make it look like it was at night and everything. I spent hours on it in Photoshop.
I'm sure. Yeah, I remember talking about this idea. I don't know. I don't know where this came from. Like I know, like I said, I'm fairly certain that it was your idea. You brought it up first from seeing it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't understand why anybody does this in real practice for any particular reason, but it's pretty interesting.
Well, like Aphex Twin did it on something that he did as just some Easter egg. I don't think he ever expected anyone to ever find it.
Yeah.
But then Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails, they did it deliberately with a song back in 2007.
But I mean, what is the point
With
of,
like, well, for theirs, it was for a viral marketing campaign they were doing.
yeah.
So it was like of the hand coming down for their album Year Zero.
Well, what is the point of visually of turning an audio clip into a visual like that, like from a technical perspective, not from an artistic perspective? I guess that doesn't
Well,
matter.
I think like if you're just analyzing audio by itself, you can see like hot spots or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't really know.
So you're saying you have this envelope?
No, I don't. I do not have this one because this is the one with Feldman's notebook. In it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
which I think we distressed and aged a little more. Oh yeah, we stained it up.
Mm-hmm.
Tea bags, I think.
It looks like tea stains. Yeah.
Yeah, just to make it look like it had been sitting somewhere, maybe with the box near a water heater or something. I don't know. There's my legs, my fat legs.
I mean, talking about Gringo Court.
Yeah.
I get a lot more screen time in this movie than I thought I would. I didn't think I was going to be on camera so often.
Yeah, I had just jokingly asked for a little cameo. That's all I wanted. Like, and I got it in the found footage. Like in the found footage of Red Brick, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can barely tell. Like you really would need me to like stop it, pause it, brighten it.
We'll have to go back and look at it later. Okay, here we go.
I mean,
This was
it's like 1% of my shoulder,
Oh,
and that's all
okay.
I wanted. I was content with that. But then, no, you got to be in the movie now. Damn it. No.
This was a interesting day here with this motel. This was a real rundown, well, maybe not rundown, but real seedy kind of place in Parkville area. And we showed up to this motel and had to get a room for, this is the kind of place where you can get a room for an hour. And
Mm-hmm.
Carl was approached by some prostitutes pretty quickly.
Yeah, waiting in the parking lot
They were
while you
waiting
talk
there.
to the manager.
Oh yeah, and I was in the office. I went in the office to get the room, and there was a large African guy in some like traditional robes yelling at the office manager about how much the condoms cost that were being sold in the front office.
Yeah,
It was really bizarre.
I remember you also told me like the remote for the TV was in the office and they gave it to you in a plastic bag or something.
Oh, I don't remember that, but that
Plastic
sounds,
baggie or something.
that's probably correct.
Yeah.
And of course, we walked in this motel room to begin with, and we needed to kind of make the bed look like it had been slept in, and we pulled the sheets back, and a fly flew out of the bed.
Yeah.
And that was lovely.
There's a lot of other questionable things there, but
No, it was not a clean place.
I was
for sure.
very uncomfortable there.
There you are. There's another shot.
Yeah, I'm there on the far right there.
So you're saying that the guy that was the cop that was in silhouette, like was in that shot that we just saw,
Yeah.
standing there. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't remember who that was.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Okay, there's my.
Oh, but those pictures of Gavin dead, by the way, they took those somewhere, and I doctored them up in Photoshop.
Yeah, I never saw those until I watched the movie.
Yeah, I looked for them recently. I can't find my original files for them, but I know I did them a couple times.
So, and you think they went back here a second time? I mean, I was only at this
Yeah,
this place once, but
Yeah, I was asked to come down for a reshoot at this motel, and I was moving at the time. And even if I hadn't been, I don't know if I would have gone because that place really creeped me out.
it was yeah, definitely people in and out of there every hour.
Yeah,
And they have some, I believe some people get murdered there every once in a while too. I remember hearing about murders happening at this hotel around this time.
yeah, but I mean, we just showed up and we started shooting a movie there. Nobody really asked any questions.
Nope, nobody cared. They probably thought we were doing a porno.
Yeah,
And see, Rachel did a great job about not blinking. I mean, you could tell she's trying hard, and it's
right.
she actually
Like it
doesn't
almost
blink.
gets all the way there,
Yep,
but not quite.
But not quite. Yeah, she does a good job. Even right now, she holds her left eye open, but her right eye just still did not quite close all the way.
Right.
She did a good job.
Yeah, she did.
Right there.
Yeah,
Not really close, but not quite.
Yeah, she was a real trooper.
There's Corey.
Yep, on the far left there. If you like other slasher films, you may have seen him recently in Jester. The Jester.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
That's weird to suddenly see the tunnel in color with all the leaves around it after we see so many shots of it in the cold snow.
Yeah, with no leaves and barren trees.
Mhm.
It's really nice area. Just walk around, chill.
Yeah. When did this become my movie? Okay, now it's my movie.
Yeah.
It's only getting started.
Right. Yeah, we can't stop it here. We gotta keep going. Fuck you say?
And it's interesting. I mean, that tunnel looks like it's pretty short, but it is not short. It takes quite a while to get through it.
Oh yeah.
Once you're in there, you realize how long it actually is.
Yeah, and it's even longer when a train's coming through.
And cool trivia actually is that tunnel is part of the very first railroad line in the United States. I mean, this between Baltimore City and Ellicott City is the first stretch of railroad line in the whole country. So it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah. Very historical. And the whole town there, Ellicott City, is so nice.
Yes. I don't know if it's rebounded yet from all those floods, but it's.
Yeah, I haven't been down there since.
I haven't been there for a long time.
Since about we did this.
I was kind of hoping that we would have seen more because I seem to remember doing fake blood and stuff with her while she cuts her eyelids off, but
Yeah, there was definitely a lot more that happened.
yeah,
I know they shot some stuff special for different types of effects they wanted to try
yeah, I remember
with
that.
this, and we did like a lot of backup stuff too.
Mhm,
But I was here for this. I was just in the kitchen
mhm.
or in the living room, something. What did the guy that lived upstairs think about all the screaming he was hearing?
I don't think he cared. He just played Xbox like 15 hours a day, and slept the rest of the time.
Uh,
I'm sure I told him we were filming a movie, and he probably just didn't care.
yeah, yeah. Oh no, not your award.
Yeah, Feldman didn't get an award. I remember talking about this and thinking, man, how are they going to do that? Like, because I know Rachel had some kind of, she had like a packet of fake blood or something in her hand,
Uh-huh.
so she could squeeze it out while she was doing it. And I feel like we shot a lot more than, like you said, a lot more than actually what got left in there.
Because I think the idea was to like composite her eyes open and lids. Because I think Sam had even made like little fleshy chunks that were supposed to be her eyelids.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That she was supposed to also hide in her hand. But I think just the way that she was doing it, for some reason, just didn't work out. Because it would have been cool to see that uncut on camera like that. But I know there was some technical reason it didn't happen that way.
I like the way that they did the credits. It's cool. And I was kind of surprised at the end that it ended like it did. I didn't think it was going to end right there when she was cutting her eyelids off. I thought there was more to it, and then it ended.
Well,
and then I was thinking, oh, well, there's more. I mean, what happened to the straitjacket? I mean, I had the straitjacket. I remember this the scene.
Right. Yeah, we're getting there now.
And then it came up. Yeah.
That was a weird place to shoot.
I don't
Where
even
was
remember,
that, out in Frederick?
I don't even remember where it was.
I think it was all the way out in Frederick.
But what was the place? Like what was it? Like what is this place?
I think it was a police station.
How did we get permission to shoot in a police station?
I think it was because of Corey.
Corey arranged it somehow?
And the guy Carl.
So I have the straitjacket somewhere, but you can't even really tell that it's a straitjacket in this shot. It's kind of disappointing. I thought she was going to still be all in the straitjacket. But
yeah, I don't know. But somebody knew somebody out there that said that we could shoot there. So
yeah,
that's why we went all the way out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a good.
And Sam did hours of makeup on her.
When you can tell,
an hour and a
can't you?
half. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got some great pictures.
Yeah, we got some good pictures.
There's a cool picture of you and her together.
of who?
You and Rachel together
really?
at the end there, and she's got the makeup on, looking all gross.
I'd like to see that.
Like Sam covered her with like
Uh-huh.
petroleum jelly. She looked.
Yeah, see, I was looking at these names as I was watching it and seeing it. Yeah, 2015. I mean, we're recording this on December 27th, 2025.
Yeah.
So here it's, 10 years later. And I was looking at all these people that were involved, and then I realized, oh, yeah, a lot of these people were involved after the fact. And so I don't know most of them.
Right. And then I think a lot of them were like the people on the street.
Yeah.
For the found footage stuff that we talked.
Yeah, that was a lot of work, having to go through and get all those release things signed for all the people that were on camera. We had to get permission from all the businesses. I had all that paperwork, a huge binder of paperwork of stuff that had to get signed, and all the work of the actors, being briefed on everything before we had to do the shots, and getting people just to do simple things. It was a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of stuff goes into it. Sometimes you don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
It's very tedious.
Yeah. And I had never even heard the song that's playing right now until you shared it with me recently, because I hadn't watched the movie until recently. And
oh yeah, Howl of Hundreds, Last
Howl of
Caress.
Hundreds,
Yeah, that's Brian. Outlines, song playing now.
I went to watch Howl of Hundreds play a show one time in Baltimore City. It was cool. It was a cool show.
Yeah, and they've hung out with Brian a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. He's very interesting.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Me neither.
Since we did this.
Yeah,
And there's a couple other names here in the credits I recognize that we worked with on other projects previously, but I don't remember seeing them around for this.
and here's a list of all the places that we shot and got permission to show their storefronts in. Some of these
Hmm.
places we shot in, and they didn't end up making it in the movie.
Right.
And some of those places are, like I said, wiped now. I'm not there anymore from the floods, but
And there's so much footage. I mean, that you could probably do a 2-hour cut of this movie, and then the found footage itself is like an hour or more.
thanks for listening.
Yep. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. If not, Peepin' Tom's coming for you tonight.